us in Athens, Ohio. Eden Stadium, home to the Ohio Bobcats.
As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMASS Minutemen. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen offense takes the field and they'll go to work first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn and the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Pulls it in, it's Wicks. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. New set of downs after the completion.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. UMass quickly back to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Holds and fires complete to the right. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bobcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Humphreys. Got his man downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Estes. Turning it on. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. power football with the run. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Bobcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Ramsauer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go right back to him. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. UMass quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
UMass will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finds his man. It's Estes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Looking downfield, it's Humphreys. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He slides that just inside the right upright. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They are up by 7 over Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got his man on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Fires it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. UMass will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Takes the handoff. It's Estes. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense...
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Minuteman! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Scanning the field, it's Humphreys. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. UMass has a long, long way to go here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to pass, it's Tollefson. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. UMass quickly back to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Minutemen! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. He'll try the left side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now first. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. That's caught. It's Brooks. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. UMass quickly back to the line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. UMass will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fakes to grab, and there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Humphries. Rushes on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On the run, it's Estes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, give on the inside. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The give to the back. That should be the final play of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Payton Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Working the middle, it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Estes. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. UMass quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Humphreys. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking for room, it's Estes. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UMASS offense returns to the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. UMass quickly back to the line. They'll try to pop the draw. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Flips it out on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Estes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Estes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To the air, it's Tollefson. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They punt it away on 4th down. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The give from the gun. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Chopping up his defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. And they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.